All right, everybody. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Lynn and Jasmine to studio. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So happy to have you guys here. Hope4Veterans. Lynn, incredible organization. Could you remind everybody that maybe we have some new listeners too that haven't understood what Hope4Veterans does for our vets in Northeast Florida?
Well, yeah, great, because I'm ready to start. Here we have Hope4Veterans supports our military women.
Love it.
And that does include our active duty, our spouses, our National Guard, and our retirees. So there's so many different, anything military women. So we support that in many different ways. We've done financial support, we've done household goods, we've done baby supplies. But one of our biggest points is our peer-to-peer therapeutic art program.
What's that all about?
Well, it's what we started accidentally with another woman who struggled with finding resources and stuff. And she designed a mask and designed art stuff. And what found out it was that it empowered her every time she sent me a message. And so we're like, well, we can't find it here in the state of Florida. So there was other art places, but not anything to do with healing process.
When you're saying, there's limited resources, are you talking about like she didn't have a sense of community, of other people to rally, to know or understand what she's been through, right? It was a PTSD is like so real.
It is. She has severe PTSD, this lady, but and she's getting the help she needs now. But she actually, when we started this, we asked her to help us do these wonderful, beautiful masks. These are from one of our ladies, and it's Halloween too.
So they get together and they paint these artistic masks. They're beautiful.
Yes. So, and there's a lot of meaning behind them, a lot of healing process. And for this particular lady that struggled, we asked her to help us. And in that process, she never got out of her home. And in the whole scenario, she attended all 6 of our classes and taught the math class.
How long did it take for her to teach that math class?
This one was just a one class, but it empowered her.
I love that.
It supported her, and all these were sisters through the military.
Yeah.
And so we understood each other, but it wasn't just that. It was the small groups. It was the empowerment of the resources available, because a lot of them, like, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about these resources.
Yeah.
And just having small fun activities that many of them couldn't afford.
I mean, it's the power of one-to-one, and people like in, this day and age, it's the power of having somebody in front of you to be able to guide you through life. I mean, we're so used to the internet and Google this and Google that, but really, truly, to have this whole networking moment. Jasmine, talk about this. Like, have you taken one of these classes?
Yeah, I mean, these art classes have been life-changing, right? Because healing comes in so many different forms, and being able to connect to those who feel disconnected, right?
Yeah,
and it's by veterans for veterans.
Love that.
And that's where that connection starts. It's being able to say, oh my God, I can relate, I can transfer whatever I've been through here.
Right.
And I'm surrounded by powerful women who's felt the same.
Uh-huh.
And knowing that they're not alone, and they're heard, and they're seen, and they're valued.
So how important are veteran services for the impact within Northeast Florida?
As a veteran myself, it's really important to really bring light to this and say that this is not just an art class. This is therapeutic. This is creating conversations that are really difficult to have with other people.
Yeah.
Because some people just don't understand.
Right, true.
And being able to connect and say, you're safe here. We can talk about this.
I love
and we
that.
can connect. And there's a sisterhood that comes with that.
Because sometimes, Lynn, it gets to be a dark conversation, and I understand that. They've seen some dark things. I mean, you have too. God, thank you for your service as well.
Yes. That's the reason why we started Hope4Veterans, is because of my journey with the darkness of the thing. I struggled with finding resources. I struggled with PTSD. I struggled with all these things. But in the end, if I didn't struggle, I wouldn't do what I'm doing today. And so it's really been a growth thing. And I always wanted to help others. The experience and education that I did have is to help others get out of the process. I mean, we work with other organizations, and it's just empowering for other organizations to come, because we can't do it all.
True.
But at the same time, as the flyer you receive, there are so many women that come and like testimonials saying, hey, I'm happy that I attended. This is the first time I've had any connections, adult connections, in a long time. And it's funny, we're getting into the gala piece of it. And we do, at the end of the year, August through November, what we end up doing is some of the pieces we support through what we're going to do at the gala. I mean, the mask and the paintings. But one thing we're also doing, we've done, is super capes.
Really?
They would sit down and they would decorate their super capes, and we would talk about their superpowers.
I love that.
Confidence and loyalty and all these things, building their confidence and building the connection. Because after they build that connection and bond and they have that sister support, if they go out of the class, they still have that sister. They still can call that sister if they're in need. There may be financial support, lack of it. There's a lot of resources out there, and it comes and goes. I mean, we've got projects like Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up, and a lot of times we just continue to reach out to these women that are in the program but outside the program.
So how does Hope for Veterans, how are they different from other organizations out there?
Well, one thing, I guess I got to go backwards a little bit. The one thing that I bring to the table is that my background is marriage and family therapy. So the healing process is included with the art and the therapy. And we're not stopping there. I mean, we have women that come to the table that struggle big time with confidence, that they, the biggest piece for women right now is isolation and suicide.
Wow.
And so bringing those
that
women,
makes my heart hurt. Okay.
I know. And you've got a big heart too.
Yeah.
To bring the women out there and to attack, and self-care is another peak.
Yeah.
A lot of women, we take care of everybody else, but we do not take care of ourselves as we want to take care of ourselves.
Well, they think it's selfish. I said that before, like self-care is not selfish. You've got to fill up your cup before you can take care of somebody else.
100%.
And when that spills over, that's where the magic happens.
100%. And that's where that isolation happens. That's where it's like, do I deserve this? This is what I've been through, and I serve for my country, and how can I serve my community? And that's us giving back and giving permission to say, you're beautiful regardless.
I love that.
And you're confident regardless. And yeah, we'll give the resources, but just know at the end of the day, it's about you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And allow yourself permission to be you.
Oh, I love
exactly the way you are.
Yeah, you were enough when you entered the room every single
100%.
time. So talk to me about your piece, Diva Dance. I mean, like, my light just went on when I saw that, like, you were coming on today. I'm like, I've got to see what Diva Dance is all about.
Yeah, so Diva Dance Jacksonville is a dance studio for adults. We do all different types of dance classes. We do pop, we do hip hop, Spanish music. We do Broadway. I mean, any genre you can think of, we do it because we like to connect with everyone. And we tie that. So what we do in the beginning of our classes, we do something called community time. And it's an icebreaker question to get people warmed up and getting to know each other, because we love new friends.
Absolutely.
As we get older, it's really challenging to make friends.
Yeah.
So we connect that through dance. And it doesn't matter. You need zero experience. And we are for everybody. It doesn't matter. Men and women.
I have 2 left feet, so I'm telling you, how do you deal with like challenges in dance, like for real?
Yeah.
You're like box step, Davey, not round step. Like, what are we doing here?
But you know what? Like, confidence looks good on so many different people, right?
Yeah.
Like, doing great in dance, like, be you. Be unapologetically you.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
So even if you miss a step or two, we're not about that. Sure. We will cheer you on and say, go for it.
Kind
you know
of like
what?
this show. You miss a step or two, it's no big deal, right?
Yeah. 100%. So we do recitals, we do music videos, we do workshops, we do performances.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we connect women through that to say, these are the resources that are access to professional dancers, to celebrities. But how can we offer those resources to those locally?
Yeah.
You don't have to be Beyonce's backup dancer, although that would be very nice.
Absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
tell it.
That would be very nice. But we can still feel that way in our local communities.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have a convention that we do once a year that we recognize our community members, and they get awards. We do performances, and it's a 4-week weekend of just all dance from all locations across the country.
How cool is this?
Yeah, so this is just an amazing opportunity to offer your local community and men and women to say, like, if you love dance, come join us. We do community events such as Hope4Veterans. We do happy hours. We go on diva dates.
I like
and
it.
We connect with the community. What's happening in our community, and how can we bring us together to connect, to go ahead and enjoy that
this.
together.
I mean, I'm all about a flash mob moment. Have you
I
guys ever
love
done a flash mob moment?
Yeah, so we did.
Yes.
So the first year we opened up, we did a flash mob at Deck the Chairs.
Get out! How
Yes,
fun.
and we were all so nervous. And we were like, we don't know. We don't want to creep out.
Are you just like chilling in
yeah,
public,
you're
and then all of a
just
sudden
creep.
they're like,
We were just
boom,
so
boom.
like vibing out. And then we were like, it's Christmas.
I love it. I love it.
And
How
then
fun.
hopped in there and we did it. And it was so amazing. It was so much fun. We've performed at Viva La Fiesta downtown.
Cool.
For the Latin Festival. You have Surf Pro coming up, taking over Jack's Beach. We'll be there too.
Cool.
So Diva Dance is really about connecting with women and men locally and saying we can connect on so many different levels through dance.
Yes.
And you don't have to have experience. Let's go ahead and just have a really great time.
This is fabulous. And segueing into the gala now, what do you look forward to over there, Lynn? What's looking forward? What's the big moment in the gala?
Well, our gala this year, like if you can barely see, it's a lot of the military women. But at the same time, like Miss Jasmine says, it's all about the fun. It's all about empowering our military women, honoring them. And so this year we're doing a little bit different than the last 2 years. We do have the peer-to-peer program, which we're bringing these women in to do a special honor at the thing. We do have Miss Jasmine's our MC.
Yay! I think she's going to be fierce.
We needed her there.
Great choice.
And then we have a keynote speaker who's a clinical counselor who's really
Cool.
done a lot with that. But our biggest piece is we're honoring them, and we're also honoring every military woman at the gala. And even if you're not able to attend, we actually still ask for you to send your picture in and send a bio in to under our website, because we still going to be able to honor you before Veterans Day. And my social media, Sarah, she's amazing at what she does. And so being able to put all those military women on there and being able to launch it just before Veterans Day to honor and recognize and empower these women
I was
too.
going to ask you, so it's on November 4th. It's at 6 o'clock p.m. at the Palencia Club, just
Yes.
for everyone out there. But I was going to ask you, how come not Veterans Day? But I'm seeing now you have a campaign leading into Veterans Day with all these beautiful pictures.
Yes. The reason why we did it a week before Veterans Day, and this is more of a personal journey for me, is that I used to be an honor guard through many different organizations. And this honor guard, we would go out to Veterans Day and we would have fun and we would hang out with the guys. And some of the guys weren't even in uniform. And I was always in uniform because we did funeral detail. And of course, being honored, being the female in a uniform. And then I would still, every single time for 2 years straight, I would still get billed. I'm
Really?
like, excuse me, I am a veteran also.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So I just, and then one time, I was also to the point where we would, the guys, we would stand there next to the guys and the guy would, other people would represent and shake the guy's hand. And then all of a sudden, well, hey, I'm a veteran too. And I've had people just walk away going, I'm uncomfortable with you.
Wow, interesting.
So, I mean, those are just,
wow.
and it's not about the uncomfortableness.
But you're breaking that stigma essentially with Hope4Veterans. I love that.
That's what we're trying to do is because of the journey that I had. And I know there's need to be a lot of awareness and education on the military women. And it's not just veterans. It is also spouses also. But to be able to honor and recognize and empower these military women before Veterans Day and say, hey, we are here too.
I love that. So what are some things, what's a good call to action for the community that you're hoping that if there's somebody out there right now and they can make all your dreams come true, what are some of the things that you need right now? Do you need volunteers? Do you need services?
Well, for future, for the gala, we're asking for the community and the businesses to come because I know we've got a lot of military women to honor and represent, but we still need the community to have fun with us and to know what we do and to expand it because we're in 4 different counties. We still have some work to be done in St. John's and Flagler County, but we have a lot of reach to do. And being 164,000 military women in the state of Florida, and it's the highest risk for isolation and suicide right now, we need not just military women, we need the community to reach out.
Now, what if I'm a local business? And what if I was not in military, but maybe I have some staff that was? could I still sponsor the event, or are you only looking for veteran-owned businesses?
Oh, no. We want to, I mean, it's not just a one-time thing for me. If it's a business, we want to still be able to utilize, if you're a business and love to sponsor, we're always recommending a sponsor because it's always lots of work to be done and lots of funding to come through. But as a business in general, we want to do more business and not just one time. I'm a relationship builder, and I want to make sure that not just me, not just our organization, but the business, we want to represent the business also.
I love that. That's cool.
It's all about collaboration.
The brand is the beacon, yes. Now, Jasmine, I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
This is a gala, girl. So what are we wearing, sugar? Like, what are you putting together? I know it's going to be something fierce.
Oh my God. So let's talk about these dresses.
Let's go.
Okay. I haven't found my dress just yet.
Perfect. You're
I've
fine.
been looking around, and I think, it is such a great opportunity for women to dress up. Like, when can we go to a gala, right?
Fun.
Sometimes it's just the New Year's Eve or whatever, but it's being able to offer that opportunity to dress up and be a queen.
So what advice would you give if there was somebody out there that doesn't know where or like what kind of dress or anything like that? Like how do you prepare for a gala?
Yeah, so that's such a great question. So being able to prepare for a gala is knowing your style.
Right,
what represents you? Because whatever you wear is what's going to make you feel
Absolutely.
great. So being able to go online, Google some things. We have great local boutiques too that offer so many great dresses as well.
I always say, when in doubt, get a wrap dress, a flat sole boot. It'll be perfect. Like, you don't have to go too over the top. Because there's a lot of them that are like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything with sequins. I don't have anything. You think gala, you think, oh my gosh, grandiose. So you really can pull something chic together. And
Sure can.
Fabulous.
Sometimes it's just about making it solid and then decorating the top.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Or if it's going to be very busy here, let's keep it real simple
Always
on
top
top.
accessories.
Oh,
Always
100%.
top accessories. Oh, ladies, you are amazing what you guys do for lady veterans out there. So excited about this. And again, where can people buy tickets? Where can people find out more information about Hope for Veterans?
Well, we do have the website, and we have also says the social media, the Florida Hope for Veterans on social media. But our biggest, everything is on Hope for Veterans, Hope the number 4 Veterans with an S.org.
Got it.
And then under Hear Her Voice, and then if a military woman, or if you know of a military woman, it's always coming from referrals, because I have recognized when I say honor our military women, I have reached out to many women and they feel like they don't deserve to be honored or they don't. And
Yes, you do. I want them to know, yes,
correct.
you do.
They do. They do.
Their service is so incredible. And what they've done in such a horrific time periods in their lives.
I see so many of them. And I just recently, and I was like, you deserve to be honored. I don't care if you're an E1 or a commander. You still served. You still served our country, and you're still doing it. So I see a lot of that. And it's hilarious when you come in. We were just talking about the dress stuff.
Yeah.
And I was laughing because when I was talking about it, I went from when these women in the program, I was astounded because the reason why, because I have had a few women say I've never put on a dress since the military.
Isn't that something?
Or I don't know how to dress.
I think you're nervous about it. Yeah.
And so we're still there as a sister to help support that.
Love this.
We've given dresses, and we're always looking, like you say, the community and businesses. Every year at this time, we're always looking for dresses to be donated. We're always looking for because we have so many activities coming up. I mean, anything to break the stigma, anything to support our sisters.
Absolutely. What you do is absolutely fantastic. Both of you. God bless both of you. I am so psyched to hear about this gala this weekend. Thank you guys for coming in today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please come out and support us. We're looking for everyone to come out. You don't have to be military. You don't have to you just have to love to support people who support our country.
Our beautiful country. Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Have
Thank
a great
you.
afternoon. I'll see you soon. Bye,
Thank
Liz.
you. Bye.